If you want to talk to us, it has to be your decision.
Graphic detail describing the brutal murder of two teenage brothers. Tonight, how this 15-year-old helped crack the case. Welcome to Wave 3 News here at 11. I'm Scott Reynolds.
And I'm Shannon Cogan. 3 people have now been charged in the May murder of Larry Ordway and Maurice Gordon, 2 of them teens. But this is the man police say orchestrated the entire thing. His name is Brice Rhodes, and he's now facing charges for capital murder.
Wave 3 News reporter Natalia Martinez has been on this story since the day of the murder. And Natalia, we've reported before the teens now accused were friends with the victim, but today you found out just how close they actually were.
The teen who decided to open up about everything he knew said that the victims were like his brothers, and he was torn apart when he says he was forced to be part of killing them.
Rowdy Nation TV, welcome back to the channel. The jury has came back with a life sentence recommendation for the brutal murders of 3 people that you see on my screen right here. Brice Rambo Rhodes committed these murders in 2016, so it's been a long time coming for the families and for the people in that community. So I just want to know, you guys got to let me know, did the jury get this verdict right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to dive back in and see how heinous this crime was, because it was a heinous crime. As you can see, these 3 people on the screen are 2 teenagers and 1 40-year-old man who didn't have anything to do with this guy, with this individual. So let's dive back into this case and find out how we came to that recommendation.
It was the type of murder
That's going to be 10-4 there, 1080 in this room.
Louisville hadn't seen in years. The condition of 2 teens' bodies, shocking the first officers to arrive.
They were dead and dumped here and set on fire.
Detectives poured in, quickly getting to this guy, Brice Rhodes.
You close with these kids at all?
Like cool. We play basketball. I'm cool with a lot of people.
Rhodes and then 17-year-old Jacory Taylor both denied they killed Larry Ordway and Maurice Gordon in May. But then detectives get to this teen.
We got messed with these fucking dudes.
Singing and biting his nails.
You're a 15-year-old kid that got wrapped up in something that you shouldn't be wrapped up in.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in context for y'all, just to let you know. I'm gonna put it in like in hood context real quick before we get back to the video. Okay, so dude, he like the OG in the hood, right? He like 28 years old in 2016, right? And he got these 2 little kids. One of them's an honor student. They 14, one's 15, right? One of them's an honor student. They're hanging around this guy. He's like a local rapper. He got gold teeth all in his mouth. He making videos in the hood. I think he's slanging. He doing all that out the hood shit, right? So he doing all that. They looking up to him. He asking them, man, we need to make some money, right? So boom, they say he find out that some dude is supposed to have a hit on his head and they supposed to get paid. This is how really crazy it is. You supposed to be going to try to make some money doing a hit, killing somebody, which is the older dude that you seen in that clip in the other pictures when I showed you the other picture of the older guy with the dreads. That's Chris Jones. They did a drive-by on Chris Jones, shot him, killed him, and the 2 teenagers were in the car. The 2 brothers was in the car, the 14-year-old and the 15-year-old, and I think there was another guy in the car. I think that might be this brother Tyron at the bottom left right here. I think that might be him. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, Brice believed that the 2 brothers went back and told their mom about the drive-by, right? So he done went and told the other guys that we got to get rid of these two young kids, 14 and 15 years old, right? So let's jump back in and go from there.
The teen described Rhodes tying the brothers up.
He put a toboggan over his head, and he put a rag in his mouth. And then he stabbed him. He made Maurice on his knees and like beg for forgiveness.
Andron Carter then says Rhodes made him stab one of the victims. The teen says once they were dead, Rhodes took the bodies in totes and seemed to brag about how he disposed of them.
He sat there and watched them burn. Did he pour something on him? Some gas like this.
This is how the interrogation ends, with pictures.
You stand right here against the wall for my face, man.
Tears. And a desire to hide from reality.
Yeah, man, he took advantage of these little dudes, man. It's unfortunate, man, but it's like that sometimes. You know what I mean? You get these so-called big homies in the hood, man, and maybe it's something more because this dude's like a weirdo, man. These is kids, man. I wouldn't take them nowhere, maybe to the park. You know what I'm saying? I'd take them to the park, man. One of them was an honor student. They don't look like they're going to hold no water. You know what I'm saying? They don't look like they're going to hold no water. They don't even... So that means, you know, maybe that's why he didn't get... Like I told you, I was going to tell you my thoughts, man. Straight off the top, man, I think they should put him in that chair or they should shoot something in him, man. You know, taxpayers keep paying this money for all these heinous crimes that these people out here committing, man. I don't care who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? You on a rampage like that. It's unfortunate, man, that these two little young kids had to die like that. R.I.P. to the victims in this case. R.I.P. to those two little young kids, man. Even though they was out there kicking up some dust with this little dude, they looked up to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? And as far as Christopher Jones, the 40-year-old brother who had nothing to do with nothing, they just drove by and shot him down, man, like a coward that man is, man. Manipulating these young kids out here, you know, talking about how you gonna shoot somebody, talking about you gonna shoot somebody and you shoot the wrong dude. I don't even think it was about no money. I think you was just a coward, and it was just the brother was caught at the wrong time. You know, walking. That could happen to anybody. Anybody could be walking down the street and this mentally challenged individual come by trying to put on the front for these young kids, and you get shot, man, behind something like that, man. It's just unfortunate, bro. And like I said before, if it was left up to me, we still waiting though. Like I said, I think we got to wait till March until he's been convicted, but he hasn't been sentenced yet. And the sentencing is until March. That's a long time to wait. You know what I mean? But the jury recommended, just because they recommended life, that don't mean he gonna get life. The judge can come back and be like, man, be feeling some type of way. Like, nah, man, what you did was burnt the bodies and all that stuff. Come on, man. I don't even want to get into all that right now. I just wanted you to touch base on this case because I've been following it. You know, on Court TV. You know, I've been following. You guys can go follow it too, man. There's a lot of people doing, you know, stories about it. It's trending, and I just wanted to put my little two cents in on how I felt about this young man manipulating these young kids like that, man. You know, like you know what they say, a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? And he's supposed to be some kind of rapper or whatever, man. I just don't get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, R.I.P. to the families, though. Rowdy Nation TV, maybe I'll get back at you guys once we get a sentence. If he get the death sentence, I'm definitely going to have to talk about it. But Rowdy Nation TV, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so anytime I drop a video, you guys can be notified. I'm out. Like, man.